We need another engine. The little engines of the miniature railway were busy. Some special visitors had come to the railway and had written a book about it. The book had recently been published, so more and more passengers were coming to see the small railway. So many, in fact, that the three engines found themselves rushed off their wheels.
Morning, Mike!
Morning, Thomas.
Everything alright? You seem tired. We all are.
It turns out a book is great publicity for a railway.
We know that feeling all too well, eh, Thomas?
That's true.
But more visitors are good. It's what keeps a railway running.
All the same, there's too much work to do. We need another engine.
You got Frank, don't you?
Well, Frank is nice.
When he actually does something and doesn't stay in the shed all day.
Frank is the railway's maintenance diesel, brought to the line just after the visitors came to the railway. He was inclined to be grumpy, but today he was fuming.
Come on, Frank, we have work to do.
It's not fair. Why can't I be in a book like the others?
Cheer up, it's only a book. Besides, it's teamwork that counts on a railway, not books.
What's wrong with him? He's jealous he hasn't been written into the book.
He's been like this ever since he found out there even was a book. No matter how many times Mr. Duncan explains it to him, he takes no notice.
Books have pictures. I'm not in those either, I suppose. Frank's driver was done arguing and pressed the starter button again. Frank started quickly. He rolled backwards and smashed into one of the supports at the back of the shed. Everyone looked up in surprise.
Ha! Well done, clumsy wheels.
Mike!
Well, it's true.
Frank, what do you think you're playing at?
I'm sorry, Mr. Duncan. It was an accident.
Yes. Well, just get back to work while I sort this mess out.
Oh, yes, sir. Oh, move along, everyone. Nothing to see here. Oh.
Oh, I see what you mean now. Good luck.
Later that afternoon, Rex was waiting at Arlesburg Junction for Oliver to arrive with his passengers. More coaches had been added to his train to compensate for the extra passengers. At last, Oliver puffed cheerfully into the station.
Afternoon, Rex. Hope you have enough room in those coaches. There are quite a few passengers here.
Thanks, Oliver.
The passengers quickly transferred to the little engine's coaches, and the guard blew his whistle. With that, Rex started away. All was going well until they reached the first hill. Rex began to slow down. His driver anxiously watched the steam gauge.
We have a steam leak somewhere. We'll have a look at that when we reach the end of the line.
Oh, finally, a rest.
All out of puff, eh, Rex?
Very funny.
Rex started off once again, slowly but surely. He was exhausted by the time he reached the next station. He hardly noticed Frank shunting in the sidings.
I think we can make it to the top station. What do you think, Rex?
I'll give it my best, sir.
Rex doesn't look too good. And Frank was right. Rex tried his best, but when they came to the next loop line, he found he couldn't go any further.
Oh, no.
Oh, come on!
What's the hold-up?
I say, are there any reliable railways on this island?
Don't worry, Rex. I'll call control, and then they can send some help.
The engines are fitted with small radio telephones, so that their drivers can communicate with control, who ensure the railway runs smoothly.
Rex has a badly leaking steam pipe. We're all right on our own, but the train is just too heavy. Can you help us out?
We'll get you out somehow. Don't go away.
Huh. Very funny.
Overworked, that's what we are. We need another engine.
Ah, tell me about it.
About 10 minutes later, they heard a familiar horn, and Frank came oiling up. Wonderful things these radios are. Control says you need some help. I'm to take the train on, and you can head back to the shed to be looked over. Teamwork, my driver calls it. Rex was uncoupled from the train as Frank backed down. When everything was ready, he set off towards the station, while Rex hurried back to the shed. At the top station, Frank's driver apologized to the passengers for being late.
Oh, don't worry about it.
You says it right in the end.
Indeed. We were expecting to have to walk home.
But I, on the other hand, am upset. Well, I never.
Well done, Frank. I'm very proud of you. You acted quickly and got the train here right on time.
Oh, thank you, sir. And I'm sorry about this morning.
No need to worry, Frank. The shed wasn't too badly damaged, so we'll say no more about it.
Thank you, Mr. Duncan.
Now, you best get turned around. It's almost time for this train to leave.
Yes, sir. With that, Frank rolled away to the turntable as the small controller walked away to his car.
Frank shouldn't have to do rescue acts. We really need another engine.